another episode of Wrestling Homies. I'm the homie Qwan. I want to switch it up.
For New Year, baby.
But y'all know what it is, man. I'm joined by Jay Cooley, my day one, my
peace,
boy.
Peace. Yes,
He a little sick today, but it's all good. We're gonna try to get through it.
Crazy,
man.
You sure you got a menu for the rundown, bro?
Man, I got some sour sop tea. I'm kind of good.
Sour salt tea sound crazy.
I've never heard that in my
life.
But
of course. I also got with me, what y'all call him? Sylvan A. Smith. My boy Sylvan the Don, Sylvan LeQ. He here, baby.
Yes, sir. About to start off today crazy.
Nah, bro. Please show the people at home your shirt, man. This man is wearing himself on his shirt. You see this? That's
It's all original, baby. You can't just
That's the
these.
wildest form of narcissism I've ever seen.
I love me, baby.
I love myself.
And when you're looking at me,
What you see?
But what's up with y'all, man? How we doing today, man? It's cold as hell out here in LA.
Cold as brick. It's brick,
Bro,
man.
It's a brick in my crib right now. I'm like, God damn, I got a sweatshirt on, a beanie, and it's still cold.
Man, it's the time when the light bill go crazy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Light bill season right now. I mean, good. Things been all right, man. I can't complain. It's been a good New Year.
How was y'all holiday, man? Y'all do anything on New Year's? I did nothing. I'm with y'all right now. I was the beach on New Year's. That's the thing.
I wasn't,
but I went.
Cooley don't believe in the beach.
The beach is not our area.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Go on, bro.
Nah, I was in the IE at my girl family house playing black people games. It's kind of dope.
Hey, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I ain't really do anything for New Year's. Christmas, I think I told y'all, but I went home and Cooley been to my old crib, like where my mom stays, so like he know it. It's the hood over there, bro. Like it's really the hood. You get closer and closer, and it's like you start seeing graffiti on the street signs, and it's like rest in peace, Lil Man on the ground outside of the building. But I'm saying it was cool. It was cool, man. My mom was always showing me some random ass like Tubi movie or something. Whenever I pull up, it's like she'll find the blackest movie she can find, and it's like, what is this? What are we watching?
Tubi, man.
Hey, the movies be going up though. Tyler Perry, man, he got billions of movies.
Yo, Tyler Perry got his own studio, man, and he just running it right now.
Yeah,
running it.
Crazy.
I was about to call Tyler Perry movies trash, but then I'm like, wait a minute, this is going out to the world. Like, maybe Tyler Perry want to work with me one day. Let me watch my mouth.
I don't know, man.
Yo, Qwan sick, man.
I don't know, man. That one movie was trash. A Fall from Grace.
The which one?
A Fall from Grace.
You watched it?
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, I did, man.
That's crazy.
They had horrible hair pieces like Steve Harvey back in the day. Like it was just bad, bro. I'm like, what's going on here?
Getting that money.
Oh, the wigs, the Steve Harvey wigs. I still can't believe Steve
Yo,
Harvey, man.
Oh my God.
Hey, is Hulk Hogan the white Steve Harvey? Because Hulk Hogan tricked us like he had hair like for the last 20 years, and
that's insane.
I can't believe Steve Harvey faked that fade, bro. That's crazy. Whoever did that for him did a good job. Because wow.
Yeah.
No, I think the crazy thing about Steve Harvey is that he was faking the fade in like the early 90s. And it's like, I didn't even know that was possible in the 90s, bro. Like, I thought the whole fake men hair pieces or whatever they are, I thought that was just like some new millennium shit. Like, I didn't realize in the 90s niggas was doing that.
That's why his hairline was so perfect, man.
Hey, makes sense.
Jalen Rose. I'm looking at Jalen Rose, man. I don't know. His shit be looking a little too perfect. Know what I'm saying? he might have that thing on his head like Hulk Hogan and Steve Harvey. I'm just saying.
About to honor Hulk Hogan again too, man. You already know what time it is, man. I don't know if I heard.
Yo, okay, look. So before we get into the topics, I want to ask y'all about that. Like, how are we feeling about Hulk Hogan still being honored by like WWE and pro wrestling period, considering the fact that he has said some not so great things about people that look like you and me, man? Like, are we cool with this? Are we rocking with it? Are we not?
I'm not cool with it, but I understand why they're doing it.
I feel like
everybody hates Hulk Hogan. It's kind of weird.
Is it kind of
Even
weird?
even some legends
know why,
hate
though.
Hulk Hogan.
I mean, yeah, we know, but I mean, like generally speaking, like when you bring him up to wrestling fans, it's just like, yo, we hate that guy. It's kind of weird. It's kind
I
of
mean,
like,
he
dang.
did call us the N-word. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
he
It's
did.
like, how can we not hate him? But like Cooley said, I do understand why they still honor him because it's like he was the first like real megastar. Like before Hulk Hogan, wrestling wasn't like mainstream like that. So he was like really the first to cross over in a big way to where he had like movies and lunch boxes and shit. So like I get why WWE is still honoring him, but at the same time, I still got to side eye it because it's like I know how you feel about me, bro. I know how you feel about me. So
I mean,
it's
you know,
tough.
it's like honoring Ric Flair, you know. But I mean, a lot of those guys are racist, you know. It's just Hulk Hogan just got caught.
Right.
He just got caught. But a lot of those guys behind the curtain, you know, we know what time it is. Like we know how they talk about us behind the scenes, man. So I'm not surprised. I mean, Hulk Hogan is Hulk Hogan at the end of the day, right? Like there's not I can't, bro. I hate Hulk Hogan, but there's nothing
Hate him.
I can do to take away like what Hulk Hogan does or has done for wrestling in general. Without Hulk Hogan, we don't have anything that's going on today. So
Nothing.
nothing,
Yeah.
The
bro.
modern version
Facts.
of American wrestling, at least, that shit don't exist without Hulk Hogan. So it's like,
Yeah.
if WWE's gonna honor his 40th anniversary, I might be mad at it, but at the end of the day, it's like I get it. It's like it would be like the NBA trying to erase Karl Malone. Like, obviously, we all know Karl Malone was into some strange things that we not gonna really touch on, but it's hard to erase.
No pun intended.
Pause.
Wow.
But no, it's hard to erase like what he did. It's like he still is like what the number 3 scorer in NBA history.
Facts.
He had like
The
one of the
mailman.
longest careers, so it's like it's hard to just pretend like that didn't exist. Know what I'm saying?
Unless you're Chris
Big.
Benoit.
Hey, they erased Chris Benoit though. They
That
is
erased
good.
Chris Benoit. They don't mention him at all, and I get it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And, you know,
And old boy was he was under fire on Twitter for saying he wanted to see a Chris Benoit movie. So I'm not even gonna give y'all
Who
my
said
thoughts
that?
on that one. I forget his name. He's one of those. He's a popular TikToker, like a wrestling TikToker, and he a cool dude. We met him at Wale Mania. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but he said he wanted to see a Chris Benoit movie, and they killed him, man.
Damn.
They was on his head, and I get why, because it's like because we know how. Come on, man. We know how the Chris Benoit story ended, and it's like, do we really want to see a movie glorifying that?
I mean, glorifying and telling what happened is kind of like two different things, though. You know, like
is it though?
I mean, bro, we know how Whitney Houston died. Do we still want to see the movie? We all went out and saw it.
Yeah, but I feel like some of these movies or some of these stories kind of they tiptoe a fine line. I mean, look at the Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix. A lot of people love that. A lot of people thought that was incredible, but then again, you got a lot of people that were like, you know, there were real families who were affected by this. There were like real people who were killed by Jeffrey Dahmer. So it's like, do I really want to watch a show about that? Something that's like bringing
Ted
light
Bundy.
to that?
I guess I feel it. I feel it. I just feel like, you know, I look at it the same way as like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, right? Like there were real families who actually went through the situation, you know, went through the situation and like had like friends that died with Charles Manson and, you know, the Beach Boys and whatnot. And yeah, they made it into a comedic, you know, relief, but it's like, bro, all those families had to relive that or at least see that it was being glorified in Hollywood as a twisted tale. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's a thin line to tread between that. It's not like it's the classic thing. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? Is it just sensitive to you because like you have a problem with it, or is it just a general thing that needs to be discussed in, you know, Hollywood?
Right.
I'm not saying I want to see the movie. I'm just saying, you know, if you don't want to see a Chris Benoit movie, then you probably don't want to see a lot of other movies too. You can't just pin that guy out. But
nah, I feel you. And let's be honest. Even if we say we don't want to see it, if a Chris Benoit movie come out, you know we gonna watch it.
Yeah, we out there.
We definitely gonna watch it.
We
like,
are there.
That's just where I'm at with it. I'm sorry. Like if I made anybody upset about that, I'm sorry. But I like movies. I mean, I don't like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan thinks I'm you know, Hulk Hogan don't like people that look like me. But when that Hulk Hogan movie dropped with Chris Hemsworth, I'm gonna be right there in the theater watching it. I'm
we
just
are
letting y'all
there.
know. So
we are there.
First night.
Playing Hulk Hogan?
Facts, first night.
So apparently Chris Hemsworth is Hulk Hogan and I want to say Bradley Cooper, Vince McMahon.
What?
Bradley Cooper is
Wow.
I'm not mad at it. I'm here for it.
That's insane.
Hey yo. All right, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
But let's get into some topics, man. Let's talk about wrestling. Before we get into the first topic, I do want to say shout out to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to Wrestle Kingdom, but that's going on right now. I haven't watched it yet because I'm not staying up till 4:00 in the morning to watch wrestling. I'm sorry, I got things to do. But it's looking like it's been incredible out there, man. Bryan Danielson had an I want to say Meltzer gave it a 5.25 stars. He had a match with Okada that went up.
Of course he did. Yep.
And hey, Dolph Ziggler.
Shouts to my man Dolph. Yo, Dolph is looking crazy right now. I'm going
Dolph is
back.
Yo, Dolph is looking crazy. Yo, Dolph is looking like a man.
And I've always wanted to see Dolph Ziggler outside of the WWE with them handcuffs taken off. So like I'm tapped into whatever he's about to do over there. He attacked David Finlay, right?
Yeah, he recreated the
courthouse joint.
The courthouse joint, yeah. Just
when he jumped over the table, yeah.
Yo, he's going up.
Yo, and Matt Riddle, bro. Matt Riddle's back. Matt Riddle. I think he called out Tanahashi or something. So it's like, hey, these boys about to get them New Japan bags.
Is his match still green with RVD?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, shouts to Matt too, man, because he's still an incredible wrestler, bro. He's like top 2. He's top 2, really, man. I'm pretty sure he's gonna flourish anywhere he goes.
Hey, he was supposed to win the 2022 Royal Rumble.
Sheesh.
Yikes. That was the plan before Randy Orton got hurt. The plan was for Randy Orton to win the championship and Matt Riddle to win that Royal Rumble. And then, what happened. He got horny and then tricked it all away.
Dang, man.
It's tough.
Shout out Matt Riddle, man.
Matt gonna be good. Matt gonna be good wherever you go. He's a 5-star athlete.
Facts. But shout out to Matt Riddle and shout out to New Japan. If y'all tapping in with Wrestle Kingdom, let us know below and let us know how y'all feel about it because it sounds like it's been an incredible show so far. Like, I'm gonna watch that ASAP. But fellas, y'all know what we here for, man. Y'all know what we here for. It finally happened. In case you were living under a rock, all right, in case you've been knocked out, you got hit by a rock. Or maybe you just been smoking rocks. I don't know, but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has returned to WWE this past Monday. Now, first off, shout out to Triple H because that Jinder Mahal tease, they got me, man. They had me in the first half. I want to say, when Jinder Mahal's music hit, me and Cooley immediately hit the group chat like, nah, they got to be trolling, bro. This is not the...
Like, no way.
There was no way that this was the surprise this whole time, Jinder Mahal. And we'll get more into Jinder Mahal later because I don't really know how I felt about the whole anti-American thing that they were doing. But
talk that talk, Qwan.
Yeah, I will get into that later. But The Rock interrupted him, surprised us all. He went in the ring, did his thing, the usual spine buster, people's elbow. But at the end of the segment, he did something that none of us expected him to do. He did something that the wrestling world has wanted him to do for the past, 4 or 5 years? He called out the tribal chief. He called out the head of the table. He called out Roman Reigns. Fellas, it's looking like it's going to happen. It's looking like we finally going to get The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And y'all know where I'm at with it. I've come on this podcast time and time again, and I said that I'm here for it. I've always felt like the bloodline was a family story, and which better way to top it off than, the most popular member of the family. And also, I feel like this is the last dream match that we got. I've said it before. Outside of CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock versus Roman Reigns is the biggest match they can make. So, yeah, it's looking like Roman Reigns versus The Rock is going to happen at WrestleMania. I'm here for it, but the problem is there's another guy who was supposed to get his rematch at WrestleMania, and that guy is Cody Trevante Rhodes. Fellas. If The Rock and Roman Reigns main event WrestleMania, that means that we have to wait a whole nother year for Cody Trevante Rhodes to get his get back on Roman Reigns. Are we cool with it? Are y'all really cool with waiting the whole year?
So they're going to fight at Mania and EC?
So here's the thing. For me, at least, I feel like the best case scenario would be The Rock facing Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber, which could free up WrestleMania for The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. But come on now, we all know the deal, man. WrestleMania is WrestleMania. If Cody Rhodes is going to get his shot, it has to take place at WrestleMania. And if The Rock is going to get a shot at Roman Reigns, which is the most hyped match of all time, it's going to take place at WrestleMania. It's not going to be Elimination Chamber. Like, we just got to be honest about it. And the thing is, it's like, I hate to say it, but if we got to punt a year for Cody to get his rematch with Roman Reigns, I'm cool with it. I'm sorry, but I'm cool with it because as far as I'm concerned, I don't care about Cody Rhodes' story anymore. As far as I'm concerned, Cody Rhodes finishing the story has hit rock bottom, my
Here
brother.
we go.
Look, and I love Cody Rhodes. Don't take this the wrong way. I love Cody Rhodes. The thing is, he doesn't really need that championship. He really don't. I'm sorry. I know it would feel good to see him hold that title, but at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes has made it to a level in this wrestling industry that not many have. Like Cody Rhodes have pretty much filled the shoes that John Cena left behind when he went over to Hollywood. Cody Rhodes is the face of WWE right now. He's the focal point of Monday Night Raw. His face is on the programs. His face is on the billboards. His face is on the cups. Like Cody Rhodes is the face of WWE, so he doesn't need a WWE championship to solidify that. He already that. So at the end of the day, you got to give us the biggest match, man. Give us The Rock versus Roman. I'm sorry. But I want to ask y'all, man, are y'all cool with Cody Rhodes not getting his shot until 2025? Because that's a long time from now, bro. That's a long ass time from now.
2025.
Be honest, bro. I know you want it, Cooley. I know you want. I know you really want in your heart Roman and Rock.
I do.
You don't
I really
care
do.
about Cody, man.
But
Don't.
I feel like being that this match has been put over or been prolonged for 2-3 years, people are too focused on Cody and not what's supposed to be going on. Like this bloodline situation is really big. We've seen the tease on the Young Rock show. We've been seeing these teasers for the past 730 days. Like, what are we talking about, y'all? We need to see Roman and Rock at WrestleMania 40. Like, we have to.
And on the Young Rock show, what did The Rock say as far as this match? He said that a match that big can only take place at WrestleMania.
Only can take place at WrestleMania. Don't fool yourself, people.
That rules out Elimination Chamber, if you ask me. And I'm not staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning to watch Elimination Chamber because that's gonna be in Australia. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. So Cody gotta wait, man. I'm sorry. Sylvan.
Sorry, Cody.
Sylvan. Let me know something, my brother. You down with Cody not getting a shot until 2025?
Yes,
that's what it's looking like.
Absolutely, I'm down.
Oh
with
wow,
Cody. Yeah, 100%.
I am very shocked.
But listen. This is only because I don't want to see Cody lose again to Roman. If Cody has to go against Roman again, he needs to win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I do not want to see Cody and Roman at WrestleMania 40 with Roman cheating again and Cody losing. I'm going to yell on this podcast. I'm going to yell. Now, I've seen the reports. Obviously, I saw The Rock come out, do what he did against the modern day Maharaja. It's good to see my guy on TV again.
Hey, it's really
Jinder
good to
Mahal.
see.
It really is good. Jinder Mahal is. I'm an advocate for Jinder Mahal, man. Like all jokes aside, I know a lot of people like to hate on him because he was rushed to the forefront because Crown Jewel was coming up and. Vince wanted a champion of a certain Indian. I'm not going to say Indian, but he wanted a certain ethnic of a champion, and we all hated him. But man, that modern day Maharaja gimmick is everything, bro. That is world champion material to me. But that's just me. Besides that, I think that there's been reports of this going down at Elimination Chamber. There's been some locker room talk about this possibly being at Saudi Arabia because they have the biggest of bags and they really want The Rock and it could be a monumental event. I don't know where this lands. I want to say it lands at WrestleMania. In my opinion, it should land at WrestleMania, but I think the bigger issue that we have here is that we need to figure out what this story looks like. Now, we gotta remind ourselves, man.
It's easy.
We gotta remind ourselves. We have convenient amnesia, as Qwan likes to say. The Bloodline storyline has sucked for like the past 3 to 4 months. Like it's not been good. Besides Jimmy Uso holding it down, just being him, being Himmy Uso. I can't give you your flowers enough, Jimmy. You are doing fantastic. But besides him doing this thing, we have not there. This bloodline storyline has tapered off, bro. So, in my opinion, I think that the real thing that I'm concerned with is what is the narrative and story that's going to be told. Because right now, we haven't had The Rock as a wrestler in WWE since maybe 2004. When The Rock came back, he's Dwayne Johnson. This is a completely different character. This is Hollywood Dwayne coming in. I'm a rock star. You know me because I used to be The Rock, and everybody loves me, and I'm gonna utilize that to my advantage. That's cool, bro. But what is the story that we're gonna genuinely tell? And I know we can say the story
so
spells.
easy, bro.
I know the story
It's
says
so
we can,
easy, bro.
I know we can say, oh, the story tells itself, right? But you would think that my issue is that I don't want anybody to get too comfortable, Hunter. I don't want anyone to get too comfortable with the fact that we all just want to see The Rock versus Roman. We still need to tell a story. The bloodline is still the angle. Jimmy is still here. We still got Jay here. I just want them to tell this story beautifully, and because of that, it needs to be at WrestleMania. If it's at Elimination Chamber and it's just a one-off, or Saudi Arabia, wherever it's at, Crown Jewel. I don't think it's gonna live up to its expectations. It needs the time. We need to be able to tell this story up until WrestleMania. That's how I feel.
I mean, I'm sorry, bro. The story does write itself. I mean, we saw it on Monday.
You would think
The Rock closed that promo with I'm going out to eat tonight, fellas. Where should I eat? Should I eat at a booth? Should I eat at a bar? Because The Rock loves the bar. Or better yet, should I eat at the head of the table? And that's when the crowd went wild, because that's the story right there. The Rock isn't really the head of the table. He's the head of that NOI family, and everybody knows it. The Roman Reigns can role play as the tribal chief, but at the end of the day, The Rock is right here, and Roman Reigns is down here, man. More people know The Rock than know the tribal chief. So it's that's the story right there.
I'm not saying you're not wrong. You know what I mean? But that's my problem, is that I feel like we're too. I mean, maybe I'm just overthinking it, right? I could be just thinking too much into it, but the reason why The Rock at last year's WrestleMania was so incredible in terms of it should have happened was because the storyline was at its hottest it had ever been. We had seen everything coming up to a point where The Rock coming back would just cement this story forever. Now that the bloodline story kind of sucks and there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. There's nothing going on, bro. There's nothing going on. It's just Solo with his hands crossed. He beat John Cena. I don't know what he's doing these days. And Jimmy is just acting like a cosplay of Roman Reigns. Roman's never on TV. Nothing's going on. It's just banter. And now The Rock is here. It's like, okay, look, I get that the story writes itself, but the bloodline isn't hot right now, and I need there to be something more than just the fact that The Rock is part of the lineage.
Well, Roman comes back tonight, so we're gonna see.
We gonna see, man. Y'all may think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I'm just telling y'all how I feel.
All right, look. So you're definitely not crazy. The bloodline storyline has cooled off a lot, but that's just really because Roman Reigns hasn't been there. When the bloodline storyline was at its peak, Roman Reigns was damn near there every week. Now, he wasn't wrestling every week.
Facts.
He was definitely taking time off, but there were points where Roman Reigns was appearing back to back, doing segments with Sami Zayn and all these people. So it's like Roman Reigns damn near took the entire year off. Ain't nothing we can do at this point. It's like, how can we tell a story when the main motherfucker ain't there?
Facts.
But if Roman Reigns is gonna be back on TV, then I'm here for the Roman and The Rock. That's number one. Number two, the reason that this match is probably going to take place at WrestleMania is because we all saw the reports, man. WWE wants to rewrite those record books, and they want Roman Reigns to break Hulk Hogan's record.
Yes.
If Roman Reigns breaks Hulk Hogan's record, that means that Roman Reigns has to win at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What better person for him to beat than The Rock? Because if Roman Reigns faces Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, we're going to be seeing Cody Rhodes lose for the second time.
Yep.
They're going to break that record. And I don't want to see that. So we might as well punt that to next year when Cody Rhodes can actually get his win.
That's only way Cody can beat Roman is if The Rock is special guest referee.
Literally.
That's the only way, bro. That's the only way.
Literally. But the question here to me is that because we're punting Cody Rhodes' rematch to 2025. What the hell does Cody Rhodes do at WrestleMania? Like what? What story is there to tell with him at this point, man?
I'll say two things, right? All right, so Cooley, your idea actually in a Vince McMahon world, I could see that. I could see The Rock versus Roman at Elimination Chamber. The Rock gets screwed over, and then Cody comes in and he's about to go against Roman Reigns, and then somebody announces The Rock as a special guest referee, right? And it's just like,
please, Lord, no, bro.
I can
Hell
see that.
no, dog.
I can see that in a Vince McMahon world. I'm just saying.
God.
I'm just saying, in a Vince McMahon world, I see that happening 100%.
Facts.
But
That's
I mean,
some Vince shit.
I think the story writes itself. Cody versus Randy Orton, WrestleMania.
Oh
I mean,
my God,
come
yes,
on,
bro.
man. The story writes itself. Like Randy Orton is about to go against Roman. Something happens. It leads to him versus Cody. Like we tell the whole backstory, how they used to be friends, evolution, the whole nine, and then Randy puts him over in the largest way possible because that's just what
Damn.
big brothers do. So
I didn't realize I needed that until right now.
bro, Randy versus Cody.
Randy versus Cody is crazy.
Randy versus Cody is the match, bro. We're talking about real stories right now, like things that we want to see, the emotions we want. That's a story, man.
I'm gonna say this though, right now. I don't want to see that match unless Ted DiBiase Jr. get involved, man. We got to do it. If we're gonna do Legacy, let's do Legacy right, bro.
Facts.
Bring back Ted DiBiase Jr. I don't know about his pops because didn't his pops get in trouble for? Or was that him? Was it him who got in trouble for like embezzling money from like poor people or something?
No, it was Junior, wasn't it? Wasn't it
Oh,
Junior?
never mind then. In that case,
Yeah,
keep Ted DiBiase Jr. far away from WWE because that man is on his Brett Favre shit and he's stealing money from poor people. I don't want to see that.
You know who needs to be involved in that?
Who?
Triple H. Triple H needs to be involved in that, bro. It needs to be a thing.
Though?
Think about the history between Triple H and Randy Orton, and then Triple H and Cody Rhodes. Like Triple H has the people that he puts his arm around. That's like, yo, this is my guy, right? Now Triple H is clearly Cody Rhodes' favorite wrestler. You've seen it. It's there's all this history behind it, right? And then we see Randy Orton, who is clearly, Triple H's handpicked golden child to lead the next generation of wrestling for the next 20 years, who's now at the prime of his career. We're seeing like that dichotomy. He needs to be that. It would be fire, in my opinion, if he's involved in some way. But one can only dream. Hey, I don't think Triple H is going to be on TV for a while.
Right. We'll see how it happens. But I just want to say to the people at home, man, I need y'all to understand. If The Rock versus Roman is the match, which is most likely going to be, I don't want to see y'all crying for Cody Rhodes and saying that WWE is screwing him and he left AEW for this. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, Cody Rhodes is the face of the company. His face is on the cups. His face is on the programs. They're on the billboards. They're using him to advertise the house shows. He's giving his belt away to kids. Cody Rhodes is the face of WWE. So it's going to be nice when he finally gets that title, but he don't need that to solidify his spot because his spot is already solid. But with that said, I want to hear from y'all at home, man. Let me know below if punting Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns all the way to 2025 is what you want. Or do you think Cody Rhodes should get that title shot right now, man? Let us know.
Listen, y'all know what time it is.
I'm scared. I don't.
Yo, it's the first. It's
12. It's 12 noon, bro.
It's the first one of the year, man. So I'm about to come in heavy. Pause. Look.
Whoa.
Pause. Look. I wanna say something right now, and I'm just gonna get it out. I'm just gonna say it. The Rock versus Roman. As much as we've been waiting on this, I'm glad it's happening, but it needs to be The Rock's last match.
Oh.
Let's just call it a spade. It needs to be The Rock's last match ever.
What do you mean by that?
Hear me out.
What do you mean by that?
Hear me out, man. And I wanna tread lightly, and I'm probably not going to because because I really don't like The Rock right now. I don't like The Rock because, number one, I've been waiting on this match for way too long. Number two,
it's trendy to hate The Rock. That's why, bro.
Nah, I've just been
trend to hate The Rock,
bro. I wanted this match more than anybody. I remember when we were podding early. This is before we even got started, and I was talking about how much I wanted this match. And I remember people in this in this illustrious podcast. We're fighting for Cody Rhodes because he was the next John Cena, Qwan. And you told me to my face, you said The Rock is washed and we don't need him. Stay out of here, you old geezer.
God, I'm phony as hell, man.
I'm phony as hell, bro. Phony man.
I did a whole like.
And now look at you. You hate Cody Rhodes. You don't want him to. You don't care about his story. You don't care anything about him. It's sad. But anyways, I say that to say that I wanted this match a long time ago from The Rock. And you know what? I'm starting to see The Rock's character. I think The Rock.
Uh-oh. I'm scared, bro.
I'm trying to tread lightly. I think The Rock is just. The Rock isn't The Rock anymore. This is Dwayne Johnson. So I'm going to talk to Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson has been active in WWE since 2011 when he returned back to go against or declare that he was going to go against John Cena. That wasn't The Rock anymore. We're looking at John Cena. We're looking at Dwayne Johnson. We're looking at a guy who's a little bit of an egomaniac. It's just kind of all about the biggest platform, the biggest this, the biggest that, and he only does things when they're convenient to him. And I completely understand that. I get that. I'm not mad at that. He is The Rock. He's paid his dues. He is the biggest star possibly on the planet. My problem in this scenario is that The Rock shows back up. He declares that he wants to go against Roman Reigns at the head of the table. And we're all excited, right? Cool. But let's just step back from the reality a little bit, right? And this is me spewing as a IWC fan. This match is going to be like The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. It's going to suck. But it's going to be fire. It's going to be trash. But we're going to enjoy it because of the moment that it gives us.
Facts.
The Rock is not going to give us the performance of a lifetime. The Rock is well past his prime. The Rock is not the same wrestler that he used to be. He's not even as compelling. He's just fun. He's a fun guy that we like to see because he's The Rock. We know he talks his talk, but he's not who he used to be. And this is the zenith of The Rock's career, as far as I'm concerned, in WWE. Now, The Rock is on a downturn of his movie career. He's no longer doing. He's had 5 duds.
Shots.
Let's keep it a spade, man. Yo, The Rock, Dwayne, you're on the down swivel of your Hollywood career. You've had 5 duds back to back.
Black Adam, bro.
You done it so bad that you got to go and do an A24 film to remind people that. You know what, this guy's not so bad after all. He's not so bad after all. Snap. And you're trying to get us to like you again. Damn. So you come back to the WWE and you give us what we've always wanted for so long. And I'm supposed to just be like, oh, everything is all right. I see through you, fam. You acted like you needed us, but you don't really need us. And let's put that all to the side, right? At the end of the day, I don't want to see you in the ring, bro. Like, after your promo with Jinder Mahal, man, like, you were coughing and wheezing, could barely get out the last 7 sentences of your promo. All you had to, it was taking you a lifetime. You felt like you was hiking up a hill, and all you did was a spine buster and a people's elbow, bro. And you're wheezing. I could tell you don't get any cardio in. You are all lift, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, man, after this, wrap it up. I don't want to see you go against any other WWE wrestler. You could pop in at WrestleMania. You can have your little spills. You can announce some record-breaking attendance. You can beat up Michael Cole. You know what I mean? You can beat up some jobber like Jinder Mahal, who's really an incredible wrestler, and well, not incredible wrestler, but an incredible talent. An incredible talent.
Yeah, calm that shit down right now.
An incredible talent. You can punk these guys out and do your millions and your shtick, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, wrap it up, man. You're not the same. You haven't bested anybody on the mic that's worth besting in a very long time. John Cena whooped you, CM Punk whooped you, and ever since then you just been treading along.
Hold on.
Roman, and
they won.
Know what? And
Yo,
you
but
know
what?
what?
Austin Theory kind of whooped him too. I'm just saying, bro.
And let's call it a spade. And you know how I feel about Austin Theory. Austin Theory was getting in that ass too. Pause. He was whooping you. And you know
He
what?
was.
I'm excited to see Roman wash you day in and day out on every SmackDown because
Damn.
your lame shticks and your chants to the crowd, who they're gonna chant because they love you. But we all know what time it is, man. Roman is gonna wash you. So let this be your last hurrah. Put your cousin over. Put the biggest wrestler since Hulk Hogan over on the biggest platform that you possibly can, WrestleMania. Go do your A24 film and come back when you feel like it and run into the Hall of Fame. It's over. And that is my TED Talk.
You call Roman the biggest wrestler since Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, he's definitely smoking. He's
about
to beat his record.
Nah.
I'm not talking like
not
notoriety. I'm just saying.
Like,
what's
crazy?
I'm just talking about like the ring. Yeah. I mean, come on. We know the
It's
biggest wrestler is The Rock, so.
You know what's crazy? How last year, I think we all was saying this, how we was like, what do you mean you're not in wrestling shape? You work out every day. We was all complaining about it, but now we see that it's really a difference. This man works out every day, and he was wheezing, bro. Like, that's insane. So we can't fault him if he's not ready for wrestling.
He ain't got no conditioning, man. He ain't hitting no treadmill. He ain't doing no calisthenics. He's all lift, bro.
Ever since I seen that, it makes me think that maybe he's not ready in time for EC. Like, he probably need more time.
Probably need that, yeah, exactly.
Because bro was tired. I've never seen a rock like that, bro. That's insane.
No,
wheezing, coughing. I'm about to go and get something to eat. Where should I go? Should I eat at the bar? Or maybe I should go to the booth. Or maybe I should sit at the head of the table. Maybe you should go on the treadmill and burn some of that juice that you got on you so you can get in wrestling shape. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, I hate how toxic I am, bro, because I really encourage this behavior from Sylvan. I be hyping this man. I'm over here like, yo, Austin Theory whooped his head too. I'm knowing damn well that I love The Rock, man.
Yeah, we all love The Rock, man.
We do. We all love him, man.
We call a spade. You feel me? At the end of the day,
you don't. Hey, hold on. Speak
for
yourselves, man. I actually disagree with all of this. I'm gonna let you know
why.
Yeah.
Look, man, The Rock can. I'm not. Look, do I think that The Rock is in like ring shape and can give us a classic match? Not at all, man. This Rock versus Roman match is probably gonna be, like mid at best. Like I don't expect The Rock to go in there and wrestle like it's 1998. He can't do that no more. This man's a movie star. But at the end of the day, I feel like wrestling fans are so entitled. Y'all are so entitled. I understand that y'all wanted this match for years and years, and it's finally taking place now while The Rock is, 54, 55? But at the end of the day, The Rock ain't got to do none of this shit. Like, must I remind you, The Rock is a billionaire. Do you know how $1 billion look? I don't even know how many O's are in $1 billion.
Is The Rock
a big-ass number, bro. And The Rock got that in his bank account right now. So whenever The Rock decides that he wants to come back to wrestling, he's doing us a favor. Because I'm pretty sure nothing that WWE can pay him is worth like what he already got. They're probably paying him the equivalent of $25 right now for him to be back in WWE. So The Rock ain't got to do none of this shit. If he's coming back to wrestle Roman Reigns, y'all should be bowing down and worshiping his feet, bro. Because this nigga ain't got to do none of that. This is a billionaire. He don't got to give us anything. He ain't got to give us anything that we are asking for. So as long as he wants to come around, be happy. Why?
He got to be only because he made that wish to the Make-A-Wish kids. That's a lot of pressure.
Nigga was lying about that damn wish. He ain't giving no damn. The Rock is becoming Hulk Hogan, man. The Rock is
Hulk Hogan. He is Hulk Hogan, man. Like he is Hulk Hogan, bro. Get him out of here, dog. Look, I'm sorry. You know what? The same thing that you're telling me, Qwan, the fact that he doesn't have to be here is the same reason why he probably shouldn't. Look, at the end of the day, bro, knock it out the park, Rock. Knock it out the park. You don't have to be here, man. But you decided to be here. Make it make sense to me. Yes, absolutely.
As a wrestling fan, how could you be mad at that, bro? If you a wrestling fan and you think WWE is the hottest it's ever been right now, which most of us do,
absolutely.
How can we be mad at the biggest actor, the biggest star in the world coming back and giving back to pro wrestling?
Because I don't care about pro wrestling. I care about the bloodline. I don't care about the benefit of pro wrestling.
You don't care about wrestling being hot?
No, I don't care about that right now. Wrestling is harder. Wrestling is hard as it's ever been. I don't care about that right now.
And he's helping that, bro.
I agree. I don't disagree with you, but I don't care about that right now. I care about the bloodline, and the bloodline sucks right now, bro. The bloodline has not been good in 5 months.
I don't care, man. I don't care.
I care.
No, bro.
I care.
The Rock.
I know he's the Rock.
At the end of the day, like we gotta respect our legends, bro. This reminds me of how people treat LeBron James. Like as a LeBron James fan, this reminds me of how people treat LeBron James, because LeBron James is damn near 40, bro. He just turned 39, and people be out there mad because like, oh, why is LeBron James smiling after a loss in December? It's like, my nigga, it's December. LeBron James got 4 championships. He been MVP 3-4 times. He's the leading scorer in NBA history. He's still giving us 28 points a night at 39 years old. Why are we criticizing this man? Like, just let him do him at this point. He ain't got nothing else to prove.
The Rock,
The Rock, bro. The Rock ain't got shit else to prove, man.
The Rock, look, at the end of the day, LeBron James is in the league. He's in the NBA. He is playing basketball every season. You know what The Rock is doing? You know what he's doing?
Giving us incredible movies, man.
Giving us incredible, giving us Baywatch, giving us Baywatch, giving us Black Adam, giving us Black Adam, and some other dog movie that nobody cares about. And it's just doing so bad.
Hey, come on, man.
Credibility back. I'm gonna say it again. He has to get his credibility back and get us to like him again. So he's doing
credibility.
Yeah, let's call it a spade, bro.
This nigga just said The Rock got to give us credibility. That's The Rock.
Yeah, you got to get his credibility back, and he's got to make us like him. Now, when I talk about credibility, I don't mean like in the ring or WWE. I mean like, as a movie star. The fact that you bombed so bad, bro, you gotta do an A24 film. And on top of that, you want us to like you again, so you come back to wrestling because you have nothing else to do. I'm sorry. Bro. I'm just calling it for what it is. And all I'm saying is that this should be your last match. What better way to go out than putting your cousin over on the biggest stage you want?
What is this smoke you got with A24, bro?
I don't have A24. A24 is becoming like, oh, good. You like good movies? You should watch us. And I hate that. I hate anything that becomes known for something and completely like diverts or like alienates anything else, right? It's like, oh, this is where you do good movies at, and everything else is just everything else. It's like, bruh, why can't we just make good movies in general? Why can't good wrestling just be good wrestling, right? Why can't The Rock
hate everything?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love the Bloodline. You saw me on this podcast. I have bigged up Roman Reigns and the Bloodline so much in my heart. And to see where the Bloodline is right now, it breaks my heart. And now we get The Rock back. And it's just like, bro, this is either going... I don't think y'all realize this. This has to be great. Because this is either going to be the worst thing ever for the Bloodline, or this is going to be the rebound for the Bloodline. That's what I'm invested in. Everybody else can be invested in pro wrestling, and I get that. It's great. Everything is great. The Rock is good business. I'm glad he's going against Roman. It's going to be a great time. But, man, this Bloodline storyline might end up sucking, and that's bad for me. And I care about what I stood up for. It's like seeing your favorite rapper is going to drop a classic, and then Cannabis just ends up dropping the worst debut of all time. And it's like, damn. It's just like, and it's just like, damn, like, what happened? And it's like, I got to show it to everyone. Maybe this is personal.
That's how I felt when J. Cole dropped the sideline story, man. I was telling everybody, yo, this is the hardest rapper, bro. He one of the hardest niggas I heard in a long time.
That album got unfair flack, man. It was unfair.
That album was full of songs that already was out.
But it got unfair flack.
Nah, dog. That record joint had Mr. Nice Watch on it, bro.
I mean, yeah, Mr. Nice Watch is bad. But it had, bro, you think about like the roster of those songs, Nobody's Perfect.
Breakdown. That's my
Breakdown,
bro. Oh, bro,
Breakdown. Even look, I don't care. Workout is a classic. You may hate it, but it's a classic song.
It is.
What else? Can't Get Enough.
Can't Get
like,
Enough.
Those,
Trey
like,
songs.
you know,
Trey songs.
Lights Please ends up being on there, and I don't like Lights Please, but it is a classic song. I don't know. I feel like it got unfair flack. That's just me though.
I hear you. Cooley, you got anything you want to say?
I wouldn't be mad if The Rock retires this year from wrestling. I wouldn't be mad. I mean, he's done everything. It's like when the Undertaker retired 2 years ago. He's done everything. What else do he have to prove?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want him to retire at a B level event like Elimination Chamber. He has to retire.
Facts.
He has to retire at WrestleMania. So that's just
Facts. Look, Rock, man, I appreciate everything you do, Mr. Dwayne Johnson. You got some classic movies, Fast and Furious, Moana. Y'all forgot about Moana, man.
Moana
you know
is a
how much
classic.
Moana
Yeah,
is?
it's a classic.
Moana is a classic.
That's a Disney classic. And now if you want to go give us an A24 film and show off your real acting chops and not just do these generic ass action movies like Rampage and what was the other one? Drive or whatever. Like, go do your thing, man. I love A24. So I will be in the theater watching it. I don't want to see Black Adam again, but do your thing, Rock, man. I'm here for you. I don't know what these two brothers are talking about. They clearly don't appreciate everything that you've done for pro wrestling, but you were one of my first favorite pro wrestlers. Now, you might have fell off a little bit after that. And let's be honest. Let's just be honest. Before we get out of this topic, The Rock ain't really never been that great in the ring, like to begin with. Even when he was hot back in the day, it's not like he was out there giving us Bret Hart type matches.
I don't know, man. Rock versus Chris Benoit at No Mercy was incredible.
Okay, but look at the other person you named.
What was
bro.
that? 2000.
I mean, it's true. Yeah,
It's Chris
2000
Benoit.
or 2000. He's had classics with a few people, man.
Like I hate when people use like a wrestler's match against like one of the best wrestlers in the world to prove that like they were good in the ring, because they'd be like, oh no, he's not that bad because his match with Bryan Danielson was fire. Like, nigga, it's Bryan Danielson. I could have a great match with Bryan Danielson, and I ain't never wrestled before. Like, Bryan Danielson is just that guy. So it's like,
I'm not mad at that.
The Rock versus Chris Benoit was great. Nigga, that's Chris Benoit.
I remember Chris Benoit feeling like I remember as a kid watching Benoit like beat up The Rock, and like Shane McMahon was on his side. I was like, damn, bro, like this nigga Chris Benoit is just the worst. Like, he's just whooping The Rock's ass, man. Like he really looked like a menace as a kid.
Yeah, I remember when The Rock, he was looking for him through the building, Benoit, and he caught him in the back and rock bottomed him on the car, man. Good times. Good
I'm
times.
gonna
Man,
make
the
you
people's
squeal.
elbow, bro. People's elbow is so. When you get older, you realize that movie's so crazy. Like, you can just get up, bro. Why you still laying there?
He said he did that to try to break the Undertaker. Like, that's the reason why he created that move. I'm like, dang, everybody's trying to break Taker.
Yeah,
That was one of the first things that really got me to understand that wrestling was like a production and it was a work, because I would see dudes do like leg drops from the top rope or like random ass 450s through tables, and like the guy would kick up, but then I would see The Rock do people's elbow and the dude would just be knocked out. And little kid me is sitting there thinking like, how did he not get up from an elbow drop? But this other guy got up from that. It's like, it's not making sense. And then that's when it really clicked in my head, like, oh, this is a television show that I'm watching. This is not this is not supposed to be real, bro. But it is what it is. But let us know out there how y'all feel, man. Is The Rock washed? Was his promo bad? A lot of people are saying that promo was trash.
It
They're
was
saying that The Rock
trash.
fell off.
It is
Nah,
trash,
cool
bro.
to
The
me.
Rock,
It's
the
cool.
Rock
It's
ain't out
cool.
here like that, man.
But yeah, man,
that's the
Rock
Wayne
is
though. That's
washed.
the Wayne. That's not The Rock. That's the Wayne Johnson.
The Rock is definitely washed.
We're going to call him Rock the Dwayne Johnson. It's not Dwayne the Rock Johnson no more. That's Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
I know that's right.
We love you still, bro.
We still love you, but is The Rock washed, man? Should The Rock retire after we finally get through this Rock versus Roman nonsense? Let us know down below how y'all feel about that. Now, fellas, y'all want to get into the rundown? Or should we tackle one more topic, man?
Let's run it, man. Whatever you're trying to do, bro.
Hey, let's do one more topic, bro. Let's do one more topic before we get into the rundown, fellas. I was doing my thing, right? I was on the internet. I was on Twitter. I hate Twitter so much, bro. Twitter is so toxic. All it is just a bunch of wrestling fans. Well, at least my timeline. It's just a bunch of wrestling fans arguing and a bunch of tribal bullshit. But one tweet that I saw stood out in particular, and I forget what that tweet was verbatim, but it was pretty much along the lines of WWE has moved away from the need to have a Money in the Bank briefcase. And it got me thinking, man. It got me thinking, do I agree with this? Do we agree with this? Because let's look at the last two Money in the Bank winners, man. We remember 2022, Austin Theory. First off, Austin Theory had no business with that damn Money in the Bank briefcase, but Vince McMahon was in office back then, and Vince probably liked the way he looked. He had some muscles and some and some nice hair, nice jawline. So Vince was like, he's the man.
Your daddy's not here anymore.
Roman was crazy for that, but yeah, man. They put the Money in the Bank briefcase on Austin Theory. And there was never a moment in time where I believed that Austin Theory was going to successfully cash that Money in the Bank briefcase in. And he didn't. He teased it a couple times. He didn't cash it in, and then he finally cashed it in for the goddamn U.S. title, and it kind of made no sense. But at that point, it was like, what else title was he gonna cash it in on? Like he clearly wasn't gonna cash it in on Roman and beat Roman. Like that was never gonna happen. So he never really fit into that main event program. So it made no sense for him to have that Money in the Bank briefcase. And then move on to 2023. Damian Priest was the Money in the Bank briefcase winner, and he kind of is in a similar position as I'm about to say MJF. He's in a similar position as Austin Theory was, because it's like at the end of the day, we all know the direction that WWE is going in. We're going to get The Rock versus Roman for the title at WrestleMania, and we're probably going to get Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for the world title at WrestleMania. I don't see how Damian Priest fits in any of this. Damian Priest he's teased cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase a couple times, but I've never believed that it was going to happen. Like whenever he's out there with the title, with the briefcases, I just know that some bullshit is going to happen and he's not going to cash in, because I just can't see Damian Priest winning that world title, at least not right now. So as much as I don't want to agree with this tweet, a part of me does kind of agree. The Money in the Bank is kind of outdated. Now, obviously, it's not going anywhere. WWE just announced that the Money in the Bank this year is going to take place in Canada, and it's going to be a big show. So clearly, it's not going anywhere. But at this point, I feel like WWE needs to change the concept of Money in the Bank. Gone are the days when the Daniel Bryans and the up and comers can win that briefcase and cash in and catapult their career. That's over with. At this point, the Money in the Bank needs to be put on people who are clearly in position to win that title. Put it on Randy Orton.
Somebody.
Put it on people that are already at the top, and we can actually believe that they're going to cash in and win that championship. Because I don't see it with Austin Theory. I don't see it with Damian Priest. We all know what it is. But how do y'all feel about that, man? Do y'all think that Money in the Bank is kind of outdated at this point?
Yeah, to me it is. I feel like we haven't had a successful winner since 2 years? It's been 2 or 3 years
for the world title. I think Big E was the last one.
Big E, he beat Bobby. I feel like they're putting it on people that's not ready for that light. Mm-hmm. And if they're going to continue to do that, there's no purpose of having it. Put it back on WrestleMania and leave it at that.
Right.
Because it's old news at this point.
I disagree. I think we've just had 2 really bad Money in the Banks. I think Austin Theory was clearly a byproduct of Vince McMahon, and we didn't need that. And honestly, I only think we've had one. Like, I'm not mad at Damian Priest having Money in the Bank. And the reason is because the next Money in the Bank is in July, right? I think so, right? So if I look at this, we have 6 months. And depending on how they decide to book this U.S. title, not U.S. title. Depending on how they decide to book this world title, things could be interesting, man. Like if Punk wins at Mania against Seth Rollins and then gets cashed in on at WrestleMania by Damian Priest, it's kind of a big deal, and that also can start another feud. I'm not saying that should happen.
See that? Could you see that happening though? Let's be honest, bro.
I honestly can. I think Damian Priest. Look, as much as I don't really care to see it, Damian Priest is the leader of Judgment Day. Judgment Day is arguably the hottest faction in WWE right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it's no different than Triple H being the leader of DX in 97, 98. At some point, you got to flip the switch. You know, like we knew Triple H was Triple H, but at a certain point, like we got to allow him to become the game, right? At a certain point, we got to allow Damian Priest to become that guy, and we got to give him a chance. Right. So I don't think Damian Priest is necessarily a bad choice. I just think we're at a point where wrestling is in the craziest boom ever, and there's so many options. People forget what it feels like to have this amount of talent in the past 20 years. So of course there's going to be some guys on Twitter that it's like growing up means that Money in the Bank is a flawed concept and we don't need it anymore. It's like, no, that's not the case. It's just that we need to figure out how to continue to book this in the best way possible. And I think Theory honestly really made a real stain on the Money in the Bank, because nobody who's ever had Money in the Bank has ever cashed in on the U.S. title.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Nobody's ever done that.
Stupid.
It was so dumb. It really cheapened the experience of Money in the Bank, and I think we need to rebound from that.
What do we always say on this podcast? Y'all know the quote. That's stupid.
Use your common sense.
That was dumb.
It's dumb, bro.
I feel you though. I feel you. And as wrestling fans, we often do get recency bias, or we get negative biases, and we do forget that there has been a lot of successful cash-ins. Like, let's look at the women's Money in the Bank. Io Sky, that catapulted Io Sky's career, man. She's doing her thing right now.
She's killing it.
Right, and that's all because of the Money in the Bank briefcase and the damage control thing. So, like, I get it. But like I said, man, at some point, put it like this. The Money in the Bank was better off when it was going on people that were like going to win or on the cusp of winning a championship. Like when the Money in the Bank went to Edge, he was already a main eventer, so we could believe that he was going to get it, and he got it. When the Money in the Bank was on Randy Orton or Seth Rollins, like they were already main eventers, so when they cashed in, like we got it. Even Brock Lesnar, wasn't Brock Lesnar Money in the Bank champion at some point?
Yep.
And so like it made sense for them. Austin Theory and Damian Priest, they are future main eventers for sure, but they are like on the cusp right now. Now, they're higher mid carders, and I don't see them cashing in for world titles.
Why is Damian Priest not a main eventer? I'm just curious.
Because he ain't in main events. Like, let's look at the log jam up front in WWE right now of main eventers. We got Jey Uso, we got Cody Rhodes, we got Seth Rollins, we got Brock Lesnar, we got Randy Orton, we got Roman Reigns, we got Jimmy Uso and Solo on the rise, we got LA Knight. Like, it's so many main eventers up there, and Damian Priest, as dope as he is, and as much as he might be a star in the future, he's not on their level yet. We all know it.
But my thing is,
he's not even the hot. Like, let's be honest, bro. He's not even the hottest in his group right now. We all know who get the biggest reactions in that group, and his name is Dominic Mysterio. I would rather see Dominic with the Money in the Bank briefcase at this point, and that's just me. So it's like, do we really think that Damian Priest is going to successfully cash that in?
It's sad because he put on a classic last year too, man.
I just think we're overlooking him because just because of the amount of talent that's out and the amount of people that are hot. But I keep harking back to like the DX days, right? Like Triple H wasn't getting the craziest responses in his DX faction. You know who was getting the craziest responses?
HBK.
Badass Billy, not even HBK. Badass Billy Gunn, Badass Billy Gunn, and then Road Dogg would come out, and we would go crazy. You didn't know? Oh, you better call somebody. That whole gentlemen, boys and girls. It's like he was so
you're right.
Insane. So but we all knew Triple H was the leader, and even China, right? Like China was clearly like an Amazon.
But those were different situations though, because like like, that was DX, but like we all knew Triple H was where Triple H was going. But let's look at just the Money in the Bank briefcase concept itself.
Mm-hmm.
How many careers has that briefcase successfully launched outside of careers that were already just like in that trajectory?
Who won?
Because like
who's won the
most of the people who were just on the cusp but not all the way there yet, they failed their cash-ins. Like Mr. Kennedy failed his cash-in. I want to say Damian Sandow, wasn't he Money in the Bank briefcase winner at some point? He failed his cash-in.
Braun Strowman.
The only person that was like underdog and on the cusp of being the guy and cashed in successfully that I could remember was Daniel Bryan. Because at that point, Daniel Bryan had given us nothing in WWE. Nothing that said that he was a main eventer. But he cashed in on Mark Henry, and then the rest was history. He became the man. But other than that, guys like Big E, guys like Edge and Randy Orton, like we all knew that who they were by that point. Like Big E was already a Hall of Famer before he ever got that world title.
I mean, I
can't say the same thing for Damian Priest, man.
We got CM Punk.
Dean Ambrose was like 2016, 17.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler. I mean, come on.
Man. We know how that led. He had the title for a day.
Yeah, literally. And that like, I don't even like going back to Ziggler because it was really out of his hands, bro. Like, and Vince was just man. Seth Rollins, obviously. Sheamus. I mean, come on. Dean Ambrose. Right. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I guess I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like Damian Priest isn't. I feel like, and this is just me being real, like I don't really want to see Damian Priest right now with the World Heavyweight title, but that's just because I want to see so many other people with it. But I feel like Damian Priest is a main eventer. I feel like he's the leader of the hottest faction in WWE, and
the leader.
He
that's
one of them.
That's the present.
He
that's
looks
how they
like
present.
he looks the most like a leader.
I thought Rhea was.
Facts.
I mean,
Cooley know what it is.
I mean, I'm just saying the leader of the Judgment Day, as presented to me as a wrestling fan, has been Damian Priest. So I feel like it's not completely far fetched that this guy cashes in and becomes who he needs to become, and he's already has enough around him to be a main eventer. I just think sometimes you got to pull that trigger. You got to pull that trigger and see if it works, right? Like you pulled that trigger on Jinder and it didn't work. Sorry, Jinder. My bad.
Sink or swim. Sink or swim, man. I definitely want to see big things for Damian Priest though. Facts. And also, last time we had a guest on this podcast, AJ Francis, he mentioned that, there was a WWE superstar who got blocked from being in Black Panther 2. Now, look, I did my investigations on that, and it looked like Damian Priest was almost Neymar at some point. Now, look, I didn't get this from AJ. AJ never said a name. Shout out to AJ Francis, but look, from me looking into it, it sounded like it was Damian Priest was almost in Black Panther 2. So obviously, Damian Priest got that crossover effect. I mean, he looks the part. And he's an incredible wrestler. He's probably the best big man in wrestling right now as far as in-ring goes. So
absolutely,
I would like to see it. It's just in my heart. I can't believe it yet. But who knows, man? Stranger things have happened, man.
A lot of talent right now.
I remember Otis had that Money in the Bank briefcase, and it was like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah,
but I guess it remains to be seen, man. We'll see. Let us know how y'all feel, man, down below. Is Damian Priest? Do you buy him as a world champion? Is Money in the Bank still a cool concept, or do y'all want to see that go away? Let us know down below, man. Now, Cooley, I know you sick, man. I know you got whatever you got. I was about to say bovid, but I don't think we can say that word without you though getting flagged or something. Like it's real weird. Yeah, they the internet, man. YouTube is real weird with certain words. Like certain things you got to tiptoe around, or else YouTube gonna be like, nah. But yeah, man, I know you're sick, but you got to get us through it, man. What's going on in the rundown, man?
Yeah, God damn, man. There's a lot of things going on during the rundown. We were just talking about Dwayne Johnson. Let's talk about him again for a little bit. The Rock wasn't the only return this week. You know who else returned? We just talked about him just now. Jinder Mahal is back on Raw with a new anti-American gimmick. Have we seen this before? Wow. Are we digging this new character, you guys? Do we want to see Jinder back in the main event scene? Qwan, I want to know your opinion on this, man.
Go off, Qwan.
Are you digging this new character we've never seen before?
In our lives.
We definitely have never seen this gimmick before. Look, man. First off, I like Jinder Mahal. I've always liked Jinder Mahal. I know a lot of people hated on his modern-day Maharaja run when he had the world title, but I dug it. I thought it was dope. I thought it was cool that WWE was trying something new with a guy who actually looked the part. Like Jinder Mahal looks like a wrestling star. He's big, and I like the fact that he's Indian. Like we need more non-Americans as like champions. Know what I'm saying? We need more ethnicities, more nationalities up there. So I'm not mad at Jinder Mahal being back on the scene and being a main eventer. But the anti-American thing, man, that's so goddamn played out, bro. First off, we already saw this from Muhammad Hassan. We saw this from Tiger Ali Singh. We saw this from Daivari. Even Mustafa Ali almost did a version of this. Like he's doing a kind of a version of this right now with the whole politician thing. It's not quite the same, but I see the parallels. At this point, it's like we ain't got to make non-Americans anti-American at this point, bro. Lance Storm did this. Bro, Christian had a whole group in WWE called the Un-Americans, and their whole gimmick was to hate America. Like, bro, it's not 1980 no more. We gotta stop with this anti-American bullshit. Now I get it; it is kind of relevant today because America is America at the end of the day. But nah, man, I'm not trying to see an Indian hate America as a gimmick. Like that's just played, bro. That's played. The Iron Sheik was doing that in 1980, bro. What's his name? What's his name? Nikola Volkov or whatever. I don't know. It's stop.
Low key, Jack Swagger and
Zeb Coulter
and Zeb Coulter and
Cesaro, bro.
But that was hot. That was fire.
It was. We the people. We the people.
I miss Cesaro, man.
I do, man. Come home, Cesaro, bro.
Yo, come on, bro.
Get out of there. Get out.
Go to WrestleMania in a '98 Camry. What a guy.
He basically Kawhi Leonard, man.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Kawhi out here driving like a station wagon or some shit.
We don't want to see this gimmick, WWE. What's going on, man?
I
Like, what's going
mean,
on?
fine. Doesn't he have a faction?
Yeah, in this year it's him, Veer, and some other big nigga. Whatever. I don't know what happened to Shanky, but
Yeah, I don't care for the gimmick. I do wish, and this is my bigger problem, right? And I don't know if we're gonna talk about this. But one of my bigger problems is that like ethnicity groups only being tied to their identity being tied to their ethnicity. Like there can be nothing that differentiates them from the fact that they are an ethnic group, right? So when I look at Jinder Mahal and this entire anti-America, and I'm pretty sure that's going to go in with his faction, it's just like, well, can't we be more creative? Can't there be
right.
something that has a different angle, even if it is tied to the ethnicity? Can't we like figure out something? Can we do something different? It reminds me of Qwan. We were talking about this. Cooley, we were talking about this too, about the differentiation between LWO and Santos Escobar's new faction. Like
With Los
what's going
Lotharios,
Los
yeah.
Lotharios, like what's going to be the differentiation other than the fact that these are two predominantly Mexican groups? Like, can we figure something out? So I don't know. It's lazy to me, but I really do like Jinder Mahal. I've always been a Jinder Mahal fan. I think he always had a great look, and I really love the modern day Maharaja. I'm really sad to see that go for this gimmick.
Right.
It's not even
That,
believable. I don't even think
that's
he hates
really what we
America, which
need.
is crazy. I
At
don't.
all.
It's like he doesn't even. Like when he talks about it, it's just like, bro, this isn't believable. Like you seem like a really good guy. Like, yeah, man.
Well, we'll see if he's really back or he was just used for a troll for day one
Facts.
and
Oh,
all.
that's
Yeah,
right.
Right.
that's kind of crazy.
Right.
Now, according to Fightful, Andrade is also likely headed back to WWE after finishing up with AEW this past week. How big of a loss is this for AEW, and how should WWE handle his return? Do you guys see him returning at what, Royal Rumble or
Yep.
just on a regular show? Royal Rumble?
Probably.
Royal Rumble.
Probably.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Uh, to answer the first question,
Sheesh.
it's not a big loss for AEW. I mean, as dope as Andrade is, I feel like Andrade checks all the boxes besides the fact that he's not fluent in English. Like he looks good, he can wrestle great, he has charisma. Like he checks every box to be a professional wrestler. But he wasn't doing shit in the AEW. Let's be honest. Like he was just a random mid Carter thrown into random groups. So AEW is not going to miss him at all. It is a good pickup by WWE though. Hopefully, I know Sylvan might feel differently, but in my opinion, please don't put this man with the other Mexican cast. Like I don't want to see every Latino guy that comes into the company get thrown into LWO or like an all Spanish faction. Like nah, keep him away from all that. Matter of fact, put him on Raw where he's not even close to none of that. Put him on Raw, debut him at the Royal Rumble, and then go from there. Maybe shift Zelina Vega over back to Raw and then have her be his manager. But I don't want to see him running with Santos and them. I don't want to see him running with LWO and Carlito. I don't want none of that.
He's going to be with LWO and Carlito and all of that. Let's just call it a spade. Number
Nah,
one,
dog.
look, man, look. I think Andrade is amazing, but number one, he's not hot. He's talented, but he's not hot. He left WWE in a moderate space and he went to AEW and honestly didn't really do much more. So he's gonna come back and the response is gonna be pretty lukewarm. Um, he'll probably get like a somewhat of a pop at the Rumble, but this is a crowded game, and so if you want to make best use of your asset, stick him with something that's already kind of on the way, and we kind of need it. So I think Andrade being the new leader of LWO and putting that Andrade versus Santos, who's the bigger dog, it's a story that writes itself, and it puts Andrade in a space where he can be seen and be on TV regularly, except instead of being in catering, trying to figure out who he's going to job to next. Because we all know, as much as you love him, Qwan, that's where he's at. He's just a guy who is really great and is an incredible wrestler, has everything going for him, but this is a different WWE than when he first came, man. And
Right.
there's a lot, and we got Santos right now. Santos is busting it.
He going
So
crazy.
Yeah,
he's going crazy.
Santos is the hottest right now. Out of all
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, he's going crazy. So the fact that he's not necessarily needed as much, put him somewhere where he's needed. Put him as the leader at LWO.
Bro,
It's the best thing you
but-
could do for him.
If they
How
put him in
many-
LWO, they
They
can
will
replace
put
him
him
with
in
with
LWO.
Joe Quinn since he's Filipino. And then
Yo, Joaquin Phoenix is not Mexican. Why is he in LWO,
bro? It
They
works.
really be pretending like he's Mexican, and I just be like, bro.
yeah, man.
It works.
But bro, how many members of LWO do we need, bro? Right now we got Rey Mysterio, who is the real leader. I don't know why you keep saying that Andrade would be the leader. Like, come on, man. This is Rey's joint.
He's
Rey
gone.
Mysterio.
Cruz.
He's not on TV.
We got Cruz.
We got Cruz. We got Phoenix. We got
Zelina.
Dragon Lee, Zelina Vega,
Carlito.
Like, bro, how many members these niggas need?
Or put on with Santos. You know what I mean? Have them run amok. Have them go crazy. You know what I mean? And be like the super heels of the next era. I don't know.
Damn, that's tough though, because Santos and Andrade are like
exactly the same person. They are
they're
the same
goddamn
person,
bro.
So put Andrade on the other side and have everybody start clicking up, and then have LWO people start betraying people, and then go to the other side, and it becomes an even.
He's trying to have Mexican warfare, man.
I mean, that's what
Honestly,
they're doing.
That might be kind of hot though.
That's what they're doing.
It could be kind of hot because hey, WWE been teasing a premium live event in Mexico this year. Like apparently that's been in planning. So I mean,
LWO versus the cartel, man. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, I don't know
That'd be
how.
dope.
Yeah, I don't know how they'll feel about a cartel gimmick though. And yeah,
They got an I Hate
they
America
gonna-
gimmick with Jinder Mahal, man. They could do anything. Let's go, man. Come on.
but I
Get
mean
him with
that's playing a dangerous game though. Traveling to Mexico when you got like, a group with a cartel gimmick, like I don't know about that. Yeah.
You get that call like they did Peso.
I mean,
Hey,
they could call it
I didn't want to say it, but bro,
I mean, they could
Man.
call it a cartel. Make a deal. Anything
it
could be
happens,
arranged,
too.
bro.
I-
Anything can happen, man.
bro, it happens. Like apparently, I forget which group it was, but the Yakuza, it was like a Yakuza type group in WWE or WCW or something at one point, and or maybe it was New Japan. But you know, the Yakuza made that call, like, hey, stop all that right now.
She.
It happens.
That's
man.
crazy.
I don't know. I feel like Triple H should get ahead of it, make the call, get the clearance license, make sure everything is straight, pay the cartel, and get the gimmick.
Pay the
Something.
cartel. Hey,
Why
Sylvan is
not?
out his goddamn mind.
That's
man. I don't know what's wrong
insane,
with this
bro.
man.
Well, we'll see what happens when this man comes out at Royal Rumble. Shout out to Andrade. You know,
Shouts to Andrade, man.
you did. Now, the Devils.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Bummer. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Do we have to?
Bruh, the Devils were finally revealed as Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom. Now, a lot of people are calling this predictable. Were y'all let down, or was this the right decision? Sylvan, what
Were
you
you
think,
let
man?
down? Were you let down? You tell me, Cooley.
I just thought it was just going to be just Adam Cole. Like, I didn't know it was going to be this whole faction of mid-level wrestlers. Like, what is going on? I don't know what
do Roddy
is going on.
like that. You don't do Roddy like that.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on here. I think AEW has ran out of creative ideas.
Sheesh.
I don't know what's going on. This is insane.
I'm not mad at Adam Cole and this faction of mid-carders being a thing.
Come on, man. Why y'all doing that?
I'm just mad at the fact that it took this long. We should have revealed this 2-3 months ago. This storyline ran its course. It had intrigue at the beginning. It was fun. But they waited too long. And by the time we got here, I don't think it failed expectations. I don't think it blew expectations away. It was just like, okay, cool. We're moving on now. I'm glad it's over. I think people were very set on it either being Jack Perry or Adam Cole. So we already knew what time it was. And there was a time where it was more Jack Perry than Adam Cole. And I think when we went to go see Full Gear, that's when it should have been done. That's when it should have been revealed, you know? And the fact that that's not the case, we're moving on collectively as a wrestling unit. And so I'm glad Adam Cole, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Do something better. Like something else. MJF's not on TV.
All right.
MJF's not on TV. What is Adam Cole going to do now? What is he going to do now? Like where does this lead? That's my thing. It's like, this is so short-sighted, bro. It's like, what's next? What's next?
They said, bro, I was watching Dynamite and they set up a feud with I guess the Undisputed Kingdom or whatever they call it now versus
the Undisputed Kingdom. That's their name.
versus the
Loud and proud.
Acclaimed and then the Ass Boys with Jay,
And that's
Jay
not
White.
and that's not a feud. That's not a feud.
What?
It's not a feud. It's not anything that's
Nobody wants
important.
to see that, bro. The Acclaimed versus Adam Cole and Roderick Strong and like, come on, man.
I honestly think this would have got better reaction if it was Jack Perry, to be honest.
Facts.
Golly, what is going on here?
All right, so look, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I'm gonna shoot Tony Khan and AEW a little bit of bell on this. For one, I mean, you know, I do what I do, man. AEW for life.
Whoa.
Nah, look, for one, I think that we all lost interest in this whole storyline once CM Punk returned to WWE. Because there was a moment in time where we all thought that, you know, CM Punk could have been the devil. But once it was clear that CM Punk was WWE bound and he was not the devil, it was like, all right, the whatever the result of this is going to be a letdown, no matter who it is, because it's not CM Punk. But I will say this. Adam Cole got injured, man. Adam Cole and MJF with the whole better than you, baby thing. That was the hottest storyline in wrestling at one point, and Adam Cole got injured. When Adam Cole got injured, Tony Khan and the creative department clearly had to pivot and come up with something else just to prolong it so Adam Cole can sit down and heal up. So this storyline didn't play out the way I wanted it to. It kind of lost its thunder and it fell flat in the end. But at the same time, it's like, it was tough, man. They had to pivot. So Tony Khan did the best he could, man. And as long as Adam Cole is the main eventer, I'm happy because I've always been an Adam Cole fan. So let's get it, man. Undisputed Kingdom, whatever they call it. Undisputed Era. Undisputed. But
the Great Freak.
Hey, Tony Khan said, the Great Freak.
Yo, that guy, man.
Tony Khan be off the craziest cocaine, man.
Trying to get us to love. Well, we already love, but you know, he tried to oversell Danny Garcia to us.
Facts.
It's like we know. All right, it's like all right, we get it. Like, you know.
Facts.
Okay.
I will say this though, man. Nothing is ever going to top Undisputed Era in its prime. When they were in NXT, when it was just Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole. They was killing. Nothing's going to recreate that. They can try all they want with the Kingdom and Matt Taven and Wardlow, but nothing is going to touch that.
Yeah, like leave the name alone.
Facts.
Yeah, well, we'll see what's going to happen with those guys. Now, let's talk about MJF for a second. After he lost his championship, he was removed from the official roster on their website. Is this a work? Or is he leaving the company? Qwan, what you think, man? What you think?
You want me to take it?
Yeah, what you think, man?
All right, I'm going to be honest with y'all. 90% of me know that this is bullshit. Like, we all know it's a work, and MJF is still definitely a part of AEW. They're just trying to work the crowd with that whole bidding war 2024 thing. But we all know that MJF is still a part of that roster. But I say 90% of me because there's a small 10% that really believes that MJF might be leaving AEW. And the reason I say that is because look at Jade Cargill, right? When Jade Cargill was on her way to leaving AEW, what did she do? She started going into interviews and just praising the hell out of AEW. She was even in some interview saying that she wouldn't want to work for anyone but Tony Khan. Y'all remember that?
Yep,
like, I remember. She was just singing AEW's praises over and over and over. And then she showed up on Rampage one night, lost her title, and then next thing I know, she was gone. She was in WWE. And this kind of feels a little bit similar. Like MJF has randomly all of a sudden just been coming out and singing AEW's praises, singing the praises of Tony Khan and saying how he loves working there. And then he lost his title and got removed from the roster. So again, most of me thinks that this is a work, but that 10% is like, maybe this is history repeating itself again. Maybe MJF really is in limbo right now, and he could end up in WWE. Who knows, man? Who knows?
I think he's going to resign. I feel like...
Damn, hey, Cooley really sick, bro. That cough sounded crazy.
That sounded crazy,
he coughed
baby.
up a lung.
My nigga coming up from water.
Man, what the hell? But sorry, guys.
Get you some ginger, baby.
I think they doing kayfabe really good. The
I don't know if it's
storyline
really
is
good, but
the storyline is about them forcing him out of the promotion, and that's what they did. And I feel like they're really playing on this very great. That man is not going nowhere.
right.
I don't know, man. MJF said he's going through like a lot of pain. There's gonna be a lot of stories about me told, blah blah blah. So this definitely feels like a work to me. I want to see MJF in WWE, man. There's nothing else for him to do in AEW, in my opinion, man. But also, maybe he wants to be Shawn Michaels in '96. So if that's the case, then stay with the company, man, and be a company guy, do your thing. Like I'm pretty sure he is very comfortable where he's at. I'm pretty sure Tony Khan is going to offer him a lot of money,
Facts.
like a lot of money. So I really think it honestly comes down to what MJF wants. Does MJF want to be comfortable and continue to ride with AEW, or does he want to try to go to the mountaintop and go to WWE? Either way, he has time. He could do another 3 years in AEW, chill, coast, get hella money, and then
Facts.
parlay over to WWE at the prime of his career at 30 years old. So
There's just so much going on at WWE. Can he fit there?
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
absolutely,
bro,
absolutely,
it's so many main event level talent in
absolutely.
WWE right now. Like if
Absolutely.
MJF came over to WWE, he would be in the mid card wrestling the Miz. Let's just be honest.
Listen, first and foremost, you guys are delusional. Number one, like do not let the fact that WWE has the most talent that it's ever had distract you from the fact that MJF is a once in a lifetime talent. He would be able to come in there and stand out more than half of the main eventers that are there now. He would wash the mic with anybody that we've just spoken about, with exception of maybe a CM Punk, if that.
His in-ring crazy too.
His in-ring is insane. He would watch the mic with anybody out there, man. And he has the gimmick, he has the heat, he has the marketability. He would come into WWE and be absolutely fine. But in my opinion, if he's smart, do 3 more years with AEW, get the craziest bag, and then leave. That's me though, but I don't know. You got the time. You're not in your 30s. Like,
we're gonna see, bro. I think he's gonna come to WWE and be EC3 Part 2, but that's just me, bro.
You're tripping.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you're tripping.
Roster is stacked, brother.
Nah, you just potting. Nah, you just potting, bro. Man said EC3. I'm like, all right, bro. All right, man. Come on, man.
We gonna see, bro.
I don't think he's coming to WWE.
I don't know how long we got till we see his decision, but maybe a month or two. Who knows? But we'll see.
Do you understand how crazy it would be to see MJF versus Cody Rhodes in WWE?
I'm cool.
Yo, Qwan, you really potting, dog. You are potting, dog. Like, why are you potting right now, dog? Why are you potting, dog? For what? You just trying to go against the grain, dog.
Hey, COE, bro. Content over everything, baby. No, I genuinely, if MJF does come to WWE, Cody Rhodes is not the first person I want to see. And honestly, MJF
no.
And MJF ain't even really the person that I want to see from AEW over in WWE. Y'all know me, bro. I'm a Ricky Starks guy. That's who I want to see pop over.
Yeah,
MJF, he cool, but it's like we got enough arrogant white boys who think they the shit. Like we got Miz, we had Bobby Roode, we got Grayson Waller right now. We got Austin Theory. Like, bro, it's the same shit.
Yeah, but we know what time it is,
That's
man.
true.
The Miz is on his way out. Grayson Waller, they need to figure it out.
Grayson Waller
figure
is
it
fire.
out. They need to figure it out.
Yeah,
they need to figure it out. They need to figure it out.
Wait, don't get me wrong. I do think MJF is a better wrestler than both of those guys. I'm just saying, but like at the end of the day, it's like we got that character already. I'm cool with that.
No, they don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't be out here. Don't. No, we don't. We do not at all on any type of level. Now, I'm not shading anybody. Like I still want to see Ricky Starks in WWE, and I definitely still want to see. I want to see Daniel Garcia in WWE. Like,
he gotta stop that dance,
bro. Did y'all see that dance battle off with him?
That was fire.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
So look, the Daniel Garcia dance thing is funny, but at the end of the day, like it's a ceiling on that, bro. That's not a main event level gimmick. So at some point, he do got to get away from that whole dancing thing.
I think he could keep it as long as he continues to get booked a certain way.
That's some Fandango level shit. And
Nah,
I like
man.
Fandango, but
No, it's not.
can you, bro? Can
Bro,
you
Fandango
really see?
came out to cha-cha music, dog, and did the dance. Like that's
But can
not
you
his.
really see Daniel Garcia as world champion doing this?
Yes, I can.
Like for
Absolutely.
real?
Yes,
No,
I
you
can.
can't, bro.
Yes,
Come
I
on,
can.
now.
Yes,
Daniel
I can.
Garcia, we love you. We F with you, man. Come on the podcast, please. But I don't. Yeah, man. Nah.
We love you, Daniel. Don't let Qwan Stradamus distract you from the truth. You're a main eventer.
Hey, man.
Dirty Dango. That's hilarious.
That's
hilarious.
Hey, man.
Well, we was just saying that MJF lost his title, and the man who got it now is Samoa Joe. He is the new heavyweight champion.
God, what else?
We are just rolling our eyes at every AEW
What
topic
else? Samoa Joe.
This just gets worse and worse for
like,
me.
Yeah.
Who, like he. Sorry. Sorry, Cooley.
We ain't even let Cooley get it out, bro.
I'm sorry.
We didn't even let him
Sylvan.
get it out.
I'm sorry.
Sylvan, is he the right guy?
Sure. He's like fine. It's just,
Oh my god.
it's like who else? Who else is the right guy? Like who? Like what? Like bro, who else is there? Who really else is there? Like there's nobody else.
Swerve Strickland, man.
Oh yeah, Swerve would be incredible. I mean, Swerve would be.
Swerve.
I mean, I love Swerve, but I don't know what Tony feels about. I mean, look, Samoa's safe.
Yeah,
he's safe. He's a main eventer. He's believable. He's going to carry that title. He's a recognizable name to the general wrestling community. I just it's just boring to me. Like it's just a very and granted, right? I want to see what Samoa Joe does. I just want to see what he does to like really make me feel like I want to tune in. Because right now, seeing Samoa Joe as champion is like seeing Randy Orton as champion. Like it works, but like I've seen it.
So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
And the thing is like the reason I don't really like this is because I get it. I get that Samoa Joe got his start in Ring of Honor, and then he really became a star in TNA before he moved over to WWE. But perception-wise, most of the world didn't know who Samoa Joe was until WWE. So putting the title on Samoa Joe in AEW right now just feels like another former WWE guy is world champion. And it's like, how are we the alternative when all we're giving you is what WWE was doing? But I am happy for Samoa Joe because Samoa Joe hadn't been world champion in a while. NXT don't really count to me as far as world titles. I'm sorry. I love you, Ilya Dragunov, but we all know NXT is developmental. So Samoa Joe should have been WWE world champion at some point, and he never got that title. So I'm glad that he's finally getting it now. It's probably going to be a transitional title run, and he's going to drop it to Swerve Strickland or whoever's next. But yeah, it's like we don't really care. Okay.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But shout out to Samoa Joe, man. Legend right there. You dig?
And let's be honest, MJF got injured. That's the only reason that MJF is not champion right now. If he was like healthy, really he would still be champion. Yeah.
Yeah. My man did an F5 with an injured shoulder.
Yeah, he's tripping.
Should have never jumped off that top rope, man.
Yeah, trying to please us. Stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So being a babyface gets you.
Right.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's bring it back to WWE so Sylvan can feel more better. Let's talk about WWE. So, WWE recently partnered with Japanese promotion All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Fire.
And it's been rumored that Japanese women's promotion Stardom is next.
Fire.
Is this bad for the industry, or is WWE monopolizing pro wrestling?
What do you mean bad? What do you mean bad
think
for the
about
industry?
this? Is this bad for the industry?
I think this is ill. I saw Charlie Dempsey, who is William Regal's son, NXT superstar Charlie Dempsey. He was over there in All Japan doing this thing, the whole little talent exchange. I'm not mad at it. It's not bad for the industry. I think it's bad for people who just dislike WWE because WWE branching out and becoming more of a global force is just going to make people who don't like WWE mad. So it's bad for them, especially like the AEW stands because they want AEW to be partnered up with everybody. But I love seeing WWE partner up with All Japan Pro Wrestling and Progress and Stardom. I want to see WWE do more of that in the States, actually. I want to see WWE partner up with maybe TNA. it would make sense. I mean, TNA just did something with Endeavor apparently, and it's a lot of former high office TNA people in WWE right now. We got Jeremy Borash. We got what's my man's the general manager of SmackDown, Nick Aldis. We got Nick
Yep.
Aldis, who was a big
Nick
deal in TNA.
Aldis.
He's WWE now. He's a producer and an on-screen character. We got Rockstar Spud, who WWE fans know is Drake Maverick. He was a big deal in TNA. Now he's a backstage guy in WWE. We got PD Williams and Abyss, who are also former TNA guys who were big deals backstage in WWE. And I want to say Jeremy Borash just took what's his name? Camera cut guy. Camera cuts.
Kevin
Your boy.
Dunn.
Kevin Dunn.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jeremy Borash just replaced Kevin Dunn as like the producer, like the executive producer or whatever. So it's like
Poor Kevin Dunn.
that TNA WWE thing would make sense.
Yeah, I like the crossover that WWE is doing. It seems like they're really trying to, make this year way more better than they did last year. They making
Facts.
these moves. They making exciting moves, and I feel like what you said, Qwan. If you don't like WWE, you're gonna hate on it. I was seeing a
Facts.
lot of tweets how people were saying, "Oh, WWE is gonna kill Japanese
Mhm.
wrestling, just like they
Mhm.
kill UK wrestling." It's like, bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, and people also forget that UK wrestling, their UK division was definitely headed under Vince McMahon. I have to catch myself a lot because I immediately find myself going to a space of, from a booking standpoint, of being like, dang, they're probably gonna do this, and that. And it's like, oh no,
Mhm.
wait, Vince isn't here anymore. It's like, wait,
We keep
all right.
forgetting.
Like,
We keep forgetting,
Yeah.
bro.
I forget, like, Vince isn't here anymore. This is a completely new regime. I feel good about this, but it's ultimately, I'm not surprised. This is ultimately like WWE's plan. They want to do more international takeovers, and we see it with how they're booking their
PLEs, not PPLs, bro.
PLEs.
He wants to say PPL so bad.
I think of pay-per-views, and I think of the PPLs, and it's just like, bruh, like PLE, like whatever. But we see how they're moving their PLEs, right?
Mhm.
Especially with this Aussie event, them trying to max it out, and just overextend themselves. And we've even seen reports of Triple H not being comfortable with the fact that international superstars can't be seen as legitimate superstars in WWE, right? And he's working to truly change that. So this move, in my opinion, makes a lot of sense with the bottom line of what
Facts.
Hunter wants to establish in WWE before it.
Facts. Let's keep it going, man.
Facts.
Even go to Mexico, partner up with AAA or CMLL. Like, just keep it going, man.
CMLL would be crazy, partner.
Facts.
Yo, that would be insane.
That's what I want to see.
making moves, man.
And the people who are saying this is bad and WWE is trying to monopolize wrestling, I don't see them getting mad when AEW partners up with New Japan and sends people over to the G1 Climax. So why get mad when WWE's doing it, man?
Yeah, man. There's enough for everybody to eat, man.
Yeah,
Facts.
man. That's all I got for the rundown, fellas.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you for getting through that. We know you sick. You let out a crazy cough during that. I'm
Yeah,
like, damn,
man.
That was insane, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy,
that
bro.
sounded nuts. Pause. It was like coughed up a lung, bro. But we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. I hope you feel better. Fellas, it's time for a segment that I love because, I love to give my flowers to black wrestlers. I love showing my appreciation for the guys, both past and present. That's what we do over here. You know what I'm saying? This week, I had a hard time figuring out who I wanted to give it to. A part of me wanted to give it to AJ Francis just because he did our show.
That's real, yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, he did our show last week, so it's like I kind of want to give it to him. But this week, I think I'm gonna give it to Obafemi. Now, if you're not familiar with Obafemi, yes, sir,
That's
yes,
the
sir.
one right there.
If you're not familiar with Obafemi, man, he's a new guy in NXT. He just won their breakout tournament, and he is Nigerian. And that boy looked like he is serious. He looking like he might be a big star in the future. And I'm loving
he like the Black Brock Lesnar to me, dog.
Bro.
How is he 22 years old?
Bro, I
He's
dropped him in the
22
chat.
years
Remember when I
old.
dropped him in the chat? I'm like,
Yes,
yo,
bro.
y'all gotta watch out for this dude, man.
Yo, he looked like a grown ass man. How he 22, bro? He younger than me. Yo,
Born in
Obafemi is the
2001.
truth. That's crazy.
Yo, bring back Apollo. Let's just make it happen.
Bro,
Omos,
WWE, man. Bring back Apollo, bring back Omos, and bring Obafemi up. If we gonna do Indian like factions. We got Mexican factions. We got a Samoan faction. Man, let's get the Nigerian faction. Why not, bro?
Facts.
Why not? Obafemi looking like he the truth. And also, what was I about to say? I like how UFC had this thing like where a bunch of Nigerians were getting, pushed to the top. Like we had Kamaru Usman, we had Israel Adesanya, we had Francis Ngannou. All of these guys had titles at the same time at one point. So it's like, let's get that in WWE, man. I want to see Obafemi, I want to see Omos, and I want to see Apollo Crews pushed to the top. So shout out to Obafemi, man. That's my black wrestler of the week.
Yo, look, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I was gonna pick Ember Moon for my black wrestler of the week.
Athena, make sure you get her name, man. That's Athena now, bro. Athena. He hate AEW so much, bro.
I hate that. No, I hate that name. I really don't like Athena as a name. You know what I'm saying? It's a white goddess, Greek goddess name. I'm not really
it is
not really rocking with that name, Ember Moon. But honestly, Obafemi, man, that's the one, bro. I am excited about him. The way he's being booked right now, he looks like a breakout star. Like me, Qwan was talking about in the chat last week or a couple weeks ago about stars getting skated to the top. You know what I mean? And me being like, yo, people need to work for it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yo, Obafemi looked like one of those guys I just need to go to the top.
Facts.
He put the IC title on him
right away,
bro. Make him a big deal.
Crazy,
he looks
bro.
insane, bro. Like I love Trick. Obviously, Trick should get in there. You know what I mean? Do his thing. But man, Oba, this guy's a different monster. So I agree, Qwan. He's definitely Black Wrestler of the Week,
bro. They had
cut up promo.
They had.
That's what I'm saying. Like he get cut, bro. He is cutting promos. Like he is the one, bro. He looks like a big deal.
What was you saying, Cooley?
I'm saying they're lying about his age. I don't care. There's no way he's 22, bro.
I mean, look,
there's no way.
He is Nigerian, bro. That man probably like 37.
Bruh.
And,
you know what they did in the NBA when niggas was lying about who was it? Damn,
it was
Don Maker.
Thon Maker. It was Thon Maker and his brothers,
lying
bro.
about his age, right?
Yeah,
bro.
They were saying that boy was like 24 or something. He was like 36.
This man is not 22, bro. I don't care. Nope.
Shout out to Obafemi, man. You 22, bro. Don't listen to
Yeah, facts, bro.
He was a former football player, right? He played at the Maryland or somewhere. I hope I don't get that. Let me Google that because people don't play about the college they go to.
Yeah, straight up.
Obafemi?
Yeah. He went to. I'm googling it right now, bro.
That man is Brock Lesnar in the making for real.
I don't even think he did football.
Where the hell they find this nigga, man?
He did track and field, bro.
Hey, and he was like one of them NIL
Middle
dudes,
Tennessee,
right?
And he transferred to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, Alabama
track and
boy
field,
too,
bro. That's insane.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Obafemi. It looked like we all agree.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah,
that's a great choice.
Shout out to Obafemi, man. Wow,
it's a great choice, man. I can't hate on that.
Bro, I'm young black African guy just out here
dominating.
Crazy.
Man, I'm sorry, man. Shouts out to Shawn Michaels, man. Shawn Michaels might really be Booker of the Year, dog. He really out here
saying it.
Bro, NXT has come back in a way that has been unprecedented, man. I thought, this multicolored faction that Vince McMahon gave to us was going to be trash, but man, shouts to Shawn coming in and just killing it, bro. He might be killing it more than Triple H to me, man. I'm sorry.
Whoa. We keep saying it, bro. NXT is black as hell, bro.
Yeah,
NXT
super
look
black.
like Essence Fest, bro.
Yeah.
Like backstage at NXT look like the Source Awards. I really want to see what HBK's algorithm looks like on his Instagram, bro. I want to see his For You page because he signed every black girl with ass. They all in NXT right now. You looking for a black girl with ass? That's beautiful. Just go look at the NXT roster. You're going to see all of them.
I just wonder, I'm like, yo, is this like Shawn's creation? Like, is this really just him being like, yo, this is what we doing? Or is this something else?
Behind the scenes?
Apparently,
man. Shouts to Shawn, man.
Facts. NXT black as hell, man.
Yeah.
Well, Obafemi, you are our Black Wrestler of the Week, man. Come on our show, bro. Come give us an interview because we want to question you about your age, man. I don't know if you're 22, bro. You look 22, bro.
Nigga, you look 25.
Was that Bad Boys? Bad Boys,
yeah.
too?
Bad Boys too.
Oh, you look 30. That was hilarious.
Damn, Will Smith. Shout out to Will Smith. This is unanimous. This might be our first unanimous Black Wrestler of the Week, right?
Yeah, facts, yeah.
Outside of like maybe Trick Williams one week or something.
Yeah, Ember Moon. I was like, just beat it. Let's go. Obafemi, gotta get it.
Hey, shout out to Athena though. She doing her thing in Ring of Honor. She definitely belongs on the AEW main roster though.
What's her real name?
I don't know.
I think we had a lot of unanimous pack 'em ups, but I don't know about the Black Wrestler of the Year.
Hey, this week's pack up.
Oh, Adrian.
It's tough. Her name is Adrian.
Shout
out to Adrian, Athena, Amber Moon.
Yeah.
All your names, all your AKAs, man. You are killing it in our Ring of Honor right now. You're one of the best women's wrestlers in the world right now. So shout out to you too. But Obafemi's the one.
Facts.
Fellas, it's time for the most infamous segment of the show, the Pack 'em Up Awards, where we roll the most infamous moments of the week into a big roll and we pack the bowl, baby. This week, I want to pack up Jinder Mahal, man. The modern day Maharaja. I love you. I loved what he was doing when he had the Bollywood boys with him, and they were doing the dancing, announcing him. Bring that back. But, bro, an anti-American gimmick in 2023, or 2024, actually. I can't believe it's 2024. It feels weird even saying that out loud. Like, damn.
Yeah, 2024, man.
But an anti-American gimmick in 2024 is insane, bro. This is a gimmick straight out of the 70s. Like, let's leave it there. We've seen this a million times. We saw it with all the guys I mentioned earlier, Daivari. We saw it with Muhammad Hassan. We saw it with Mustafa Ali in a way. We saw it with the Iron Sheik. We saw it with Nikola Jokic. We saw it with the Christian and Lance Storm and Jack Swagger. We've seen this over and over and over and over. It's 2024. Do something new, man. And that's really not on Jinder Mahal. That's probably more on the creative department because they got only one trick when it comes to people who aren't American. But like, let's get away from that, please. So Jinder Mahal, I love you. You are the modern day Maharaja. But this week I got to pack you up, my brother.
Sheesh.
It's crazy, man. I got to pack up. First pack up of 2024 is going to go to WWE. Yeah, it is, man. You know, WWE considering to honor the 40-year anniversary of Hulk Hogan, despite the fact that he does not like blacks, and has been caught saying some very wild, ridiculous things towards black people. Honestly, it's really absurd. I understand the legacy and I get it. You know, it's super big, but it just shows that, you know, no matter what, you know, you can be a racist and a bigot and still get honored, and really don't appreciate that, WWE. But I know you guys got to do what you got to do. You got to honor legacies, but y'all getting this pack today. Does not feel good for me to watch Hulk Hogan stroll in and be honored. But it is what it is. I get it. It's personal.
Not mad at that. Definitely not mad at that.
It is what it is. Hey man, my pack was going to be The Rock because, you know, I thought he was going to lie to the, you know, about returning, but he returned. So technically he didn't lie to the kids. But I'm gonna pack out Triple H.
That's crazy. I don't know what.
Yeah, I got to pack out Triple H.
The first pack of the year is Hunter.
First pack of the week.
That's
this year is Hunter because he was moving like Tony Khan this week, man. This man said he has a big major announcement that he was going to say on Thursday, and it was just Money in the Bank is in Canada. I think he tweeted it the day before. It's like, bro, why did you make this a big deal?
Right.
Like, I think he's probably sending shots at Tony.
I
got a big major announcement, guys.
And, you know, the internet immediately thought it was like Sasha Banks or something.
I thought
like
it was
crazy.
I don't know.
Partnership with TNA because that was rumored. It was like a bunch of stuff rumored, and the announcement was Money in the Bank in Canada. Hey, bro, we don't give a goddamn about that.
Bro,
Triple H trolling us, bro. I love it.
Like, what do Smack be saying? Smack on the fake community, he be like, "That's what I don't care about." Triple H. That's what I don't care about.
Come on,
Money
Hunter.
in the Bank in Canada, bro. That was your big announcement.
Money in the Bank now.
I'm with you, Cooley. I might want to change mine, bro. I think I changed my mind, bro. I want to pack up. That was some bullshit, man. Triple H, bro. Triple H. Look me in my eyes, Triple H. That's what I don't care about.
Bro, I went on the Peacock act as soon as it started. I'm like, bro, are you serious?
I wasn't tuning in. I was like, bro, we're going to find out one way or another, bro. I'm glad I did.
Right. But shout out to Triple H, man. Shout out to Paul, man. Now, look, before we get out of here, fellas, it wasn't on the docket, but it's something I did want to bring up because we saw it earlier this week, and we kind of had a conversation about it in the group chat. I just want to know y'all thoughts, man. How do y'all feel about the apology from a guy that we were really big fans of at one point? Velveteen Dream, man. How did y'all feel about that? It's tough, right? It's tough.
Yeah.
So look, we are all big fans of Velveteen Dream at the time. You know, his wrestling was incredible, and his character was crazy. But
10 out of 10.
And I think Cooley said like we should get Velveteen on the podcast. And a part of me is like, yeah, I kind of do want to talk to Velveteen, but at the same time, it's like he was accused of some like very serious things. So like I almost don't want to bite the bullet and be the first podcast to really give him a platform, because I saw the reaction that his apology got from a lot of people, and it's like, yo, I don't want to put myself in front of that. Like, because if we did bring Velveteen Dream on this podcast, because he is apparently trying to get interviews, it was like, man, we would be there would be so many people in the wrestling space that will immediately not fuck with us at all just because we gave a platform to Velveteen Dream, who was...
I'm here for the hate. Anything is possible.
He was accused of some crazy things, man. So I want to see. I would definitely want to see how this plays out. Who talks to him first? But yeah, I did see his apology, and it's good that he does look like he's doing better. Apparently, he was in rehab, and he's trying to shake the demons that were on him. So
crashed out.
Was there any proof
for that? I don't think so.
Or was this allegations?
I have no idea. I'm not
apparently
educated enough on it to even get into it. But
apparently, a lot of the information was false or something like that, and like people came. I guess the people came out that he didn't do what he did, but by the end of the time, it was just like too much was done, and WWE just didn't want that on. They didn't want that energy around him, and he wasn't too big to fail. So they're just like, "Yo, beat it, Jack." But then I think what happened with him was just the fact that he started crashing out like crazy. Like, you heard stories about him doing all types of wild stuff. You know, how do I feel? I think if he didn't do what he did,
do what he did, was accused of doing.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, if he didn't do what he was accused of doing, appreciate you, Qwan, because I definitely was like, what? I don't even know. Yeah, if he didn't do what he was accused of doing, if it's all alleged, then you know, and he's working towards becoming a better person, and he's cleared his name, then you know, so be it, man. You know, everybody deserves to better their lives and figure out what works for them and how to continue to redeem themselves in one way or another. Nobody's perfect. Some acts are more heinous than the others. I don't condone anything that he was alleged of doing whatsoever on any type of level. I also understand that things get alleged all the time and people don't get convicted for things like that, and it can be a very slippery slope. So I also understand that as well. But he seems like he's trying to take matters into his own hands and be a better person, and I will never be mad at anybody trying to take matters into their own hands and be a better person.
Facts.
Right. And listen, if you're not familiar with who Velveteen Dream is and you're upset that we're not really saying what he's alleged of doing, just do your Googles, man, because we're definitely not touching on that on this podcast. But yeah, man, shout out to Velveteen Dream. Hopefully he get his mind right. I'm praying for the brother because that's just what it is. I'm definitely praying for the brother. But until next time, man, this was a fun show. This was a very fun show. Sylvan is hilarious. Sylvan, I hate you so much, bro, but you are hilarious. And Cooley is sick, man, but we got through it. We definitely got through it, man. So I appreciate y'all. This is going to be a fun 2024. I'm ready for it.
Yes,
fans
sir.
out there, man. If you're not subscribed to our channel yet, make sure you are subscribed and turn those post notifications on. And this is Wrestling with the Homies. We out of here until next week, man. Peace.